Well, we had to have a final few episodes of Friendship is Magic. It was only a matter of time till we had a final one for Daring Do. The Daring Do episodes are kind of a mixed bag. I mean, ever since season 4, when we find out that Daring Do and AK Yearling are the same ponies, it's been one big mind trip. At least in my opinion. But in Daring Doubt, this week's episode, ought to be interesting to see what this one is. Though from the brief description I've read, it sort of sounds like the author of the book is essentially having a midlife crisis. Whether or not that's true in this episode, only way to find out is to take a look. Intriguing. I should probably mention that the author names are basically references to real life people. I mean, A.K. Yearling, J.K. Rowling, we got a George R. R. Martin reference for those that may not know who he is. He's the person behind the Game of Thrones book series, which are really long. I've not read them myself, but the only reason I know about it is because of the HBO series. I tried getting into it, but it didn't last long. But anyways, Daring Doubt. I guess this was a modest, mixed final episode for the Indiana Jones-esque character. It's fun, like, hearing both sides of the story, and then another third side with the main antagonist. I like the idea how, like, Dr. Gabriello essentially brings Fluttershy into the picture to sort of kind of help them get to the talisman that they're after. And realizing in the end their true calling. But honestly, what's really good about the episode, if at best one of the modest ones, really the only Daring Do episodes I could really think of these past 9 seasons. I mean, there's the first one, Read It and Weep from season 2, where Rainbow Dash just now gets engrossed in reading all of a sudden, and it just becomes natural to her to read the Indiana Jones-like books. Of course, the other one, while an unpopular opinion, I think, is with the reading of, is like Quibble Pants and his doubt of the Daring Do stories, because he stopped at one point and then just becomes invested in it more later on. I mean, we all remember, I mean, some of us have to remember that, but I mean, Patton Oswalt, I think he was just the main highlight of that episode, without a doubt. But look forward to next week. It's going to be sad once the show ends. I mean, we've got about, I will say, 3 more weeks until the final episodes, which has been announced that it's a prime time finale. Now, I'm not sure if I can 100% confirm this, but I may or may not release a video detailing what my experience has been for these past 7 seasons, maybe even 9 years, of just how the show made an impact. And I'm not going to say anything else. It's not confirmed, but I am still in the works of the top 40 favorite movies. So, still one thing to keep in mind. But anyways, see you next week for the new episode. Hopefully I can get the next 5 movie reviews done. And thinking about it now, this is like the equivalent of the movie Fridays I do, except it's all crammed into one video. Well, see you next week for the new episode, and if you'll excuse me, I got a couple of videos to work on, if you'll pardon me.